Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the real Cut My Music Wrestling. It's your boy, the Black Patriot, once again bringing you the dopest wrestling content on the net because wrestling is my number one priority and wrestling is my number one passion. Yeah. Now that the introductions are out of the way, remember guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. It's a small thing to you, but for me it means the world, and it means the world to the channel. Hitting that like button lets the algorithm know that you like what you see, and it's going to put me in rotation. I can reach other like-minded individuals, other people that are interested and passionate about this crazy sport that we call professional wrestling. So guys, I'm going to just jump right into my Smackdown review, and I'm going to tell you like it is. Last week, I gave WWE really high praise because the Monday Night Raw that they produced was not dog water. It was actually good. It was actually entertaining. Was it the best Raw I ever seen? Absolutely not. But I gave it a solid C. The story was there. The entertainment value was there. I said, and I quote, if this is the show that WWE's are producing, this is a step in the right direction. And I was like, since it's WWE, it's Triple H, it's Lee Fitters, I know how they are. I said I will take the baby steps, but these are steps in the right direction. And wow, I couldn't have been more wrong because the same people that produced that Raw is also the people that produced this terrible SmackDown. It was boring. It had nothing to it. Just dull, lifeless, listless, whatever you want to say, boring, mediocre, too many overbooked, too many interferences, just a whole lot of jobbery. People from NXT is on this show. R-Truth is jobbed out in 2 minutes. Bad promos. How can Cody, Cena, Jay, and Logan Paul, 4 talented individuals, combine their star power and cut a mid-ass promo that was boring? And I was just like, really? So, the show kicks off with Bianca Belair. She's back from her injury. I'm not sure how long she was out. It didn't even seem like it was that long. Maybe, I think she missed like 2 or 3 weeks of shows. She's back, and she's back in her hometown. The show was in Tennessee tonight. And I feel like they had to do that. Yes, the crowd was into Bianca tonight. She got them singing their college song. I forgot the name of it, even though they said it multiple times. It's like their fight song, their cheer song for football or whatever sports. But the crowd was into her because they were in Tennessee. But if you remember, knowing the build up to WrestleMania, even after WrestleMania, the fans had started to turn on Bianca, and it seemed like they wanted to boo her. And a lot of people was like, well, this is the perfect opportunity for a Bianca heel turn. Obviously, we're not going to get a Bianca heel turn. Naomi comes out to the ring, and again, she's being creepy Naomi. I like heel Naomi, and I want her to continue to heel it up. I don't like the creepy Naomi. Like, she's begging for Bianca's approval. Even went so far as to break into Bianca's parents' house, allegedly, because we don't know, because WWE didn't show us. We're just getting it from the promo. But what would have been better, and they used to do this all the time. Austin broke into Brian Pillman's house. Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house. Edge went in John Cena's house and slapped his father. So they've done this kind of thing before. Why couldn't they show us Naomi? And they could rent a house. It's WWE. But why couldn't they show Naomi going into Bianca's family home and going through their things? Why couldn't they show us? That would have been much better to actually see that up on the Titantron than what we actually got was her telling her. And she's like, yeah, I went through your photo album on the coffee table and your pictures, you looked happy. And that reminded me of when we were a tag team. We were happy. Bianca doubled down on her stance that she's done with Naomi, so she won't be turning heel, obviously heel. But we never know. A part of me had held out the whole time that it was Bianca behind the Jade Cargill situation, because if you think about it, that is the money match. Naomi is doing good heel work, but if you think about it, would you rather see Naomi versus Jade Cargill or Bianca versus Jade Cargill? So I had held out hope that maybe Bianca was behind this, but as the weeks go on, my hopes are continually being dashed. So Bianca is not going to turn heel apparently. You get Jade Cargill comes out because obviously she's been coming out every time she can to put hands on Naomi. She's not going to let Naomi live this down or ever have any peace. Jade comes out, takes her out, but this also sets up a match because the opening match of the show is Jade Cargill versus Naomi versus Nia Jax. And the match is what it is, yo. I can't not sit here and be a stand for these women wrestling, but I also can't sit up here and ignore the things that I see. The match could have been way better. It was a status quo match, nothing special. It's like they're phoning it in, and I didn't get the sense of that on Raw. I thought all the matches were pretty good, fast paced, full of action, but I didn't get that from this triple threat match. What I got was a sloppy, slow, plodding match. These three are capable of better. These are three of my favorite female wrestlers. I like every woman involved in this segment, even the opening segment with Bianca. I expect better from them. Naomi wins. Okay, that's good because I wouldn't mind seeing Naomi win the Money in the Bank briefcase and get the belt. She deserves it. It's about time. I like her heel character, so I'm cool with Naomi winning. Nia Jax tried to stack them up together. I guess she was going to give them a double annihilator. Two birds, one stone. Naomi had to wear a thaw to get out of the way. Jade Cargill took the whole brunt of the whole move. And then, without wasting a moment, Naomi was able to roll Nia Jax up for the win. So, yes, I'm cool with Naomi winning this match. I just wish the match was better. Next, we got this utter trash, especially knowing what happened. This is R-Truth last match in WWE, and you have him jobbed out to JC Mateo. What is JC Mateo? Who is this guy? He has no aura, no charisma, no mic skills. He doesn't even have a good look. He looked like an out of shape Rhino. Looked like Rhino was trying. He looks how Rhino looks now, not when Rhino was in his prime. But JC Mateo has already beat LA Knight. He got to be beating R-Truth. I don't get it. At the time, we didn't know this was R-Truth's last match. But R-Truth was released from his WWE contract, and you're going to have his last match, him jobbing out to a fucking rookie? No. Unacceptable. R-Truth should have been able to retire like the absolute WWE wrestling legend that he is. He does not deserve JC Mateo. He does not deserve Jeff Cobb. Get him out of here, man. Next, we have absolute jobbery to the highest order. You get all the tag teams in the ring. And I'm including the tag team champions in this because the Street Profits are jobbers. DIY is jobbers. The Motor City Machine Guns are jobbers, and so is Fraxium. They're all jobbers, and WWE is telling us straight up that they're jobbers. Because just like last week, they're out, they're cutting a nothing promo, stinking up the joint, boring everybody there, continuing with this show being a mess. Then the Jobber 6 come out, takes out the whole tag team division. You're literally having a stable that has not been around for months. They came out, they were targeting Chad Gable and American Made at the time, or American Alpha when he was still with them, and they disappeared. They come back after months and months and months of not being on TV, and they're targeting the tag division, a division that WWE has let fall to the wayside, a division that they don't put any thought, any care, any love in, and now they're going after them. Okay. Eric Rowan and the other guy are going to win the tag titles? Okay. It is what it is. Next, you get Tiffany Stratton backstage, just like on Raw. She's the women's world champion, and she isn't doing anything. She's showing up. They're doing stuff in the back, showing us that she is alive and well when she is the champion, but she's doing absolutely nothing on the shows. Tiffany Stratton is in the back just walking. Naomi pops up and says, hey man, you were in my way every step of the way while I was fighting for the title. So you better believe that when I cash in, when I win the Money in the Bank, I'm coming for you, as she should. Because Naomi had Nia Jax beat a couple of times when Nia Jax was the champion, and possibly could have been champion if not for Tiffany Stratton. So yes, that is correct. Tiffany Stratton is right. I mean, Naomi is right. So if she cashed in on Tiffany Stratton, guess what, Tiffany? You deserve it. Next, Alexa pops up, and the crowd pops heavy for Alexa. I'm so happy to hear at least somebody still getting that superstar reaction from yesteryear, because it's going away. So Alexa pops up and say, "Hey, I wouldn't worry about her winning the Money in the Bank. I would worry about me." That's another person. So my picks, I want Jade to win it. I want Jade to be champion, but I will be cool with Naomi, and I will also be cool with Alexa winning these matches. Next, interesting segment, because it's North American champion, NXT, Ethan Page is out there, Javon Evans is out there. They're facing Los Garza. My only question about this is, and also Los Garza is another jobber tag team that Triple H doesn't do anything with, because he doesn't do anything with the division. But why is Javon Evans teaming with Rey Fenix? Why is Rey Fenix not with Penta? Why is Ethan Page on SmackDown? Why is Javon Evans on SmackDown? I don't know. You don't know. Who cares? This match is also, I will say this. There were some good spots throughout the match. There was some good back and forth tag team wrestling. Obviously, these guys are very athletic. Javon Evans is very young and very good for now, as far as the athletic part of wrestling goes. As far as mic work, character work, charisma, he has none of that. But maybe it'll develop. Ethan Page is already developed. Maybe this is because there was a bunch of call-ups. I hear Stephanie Vaquero is coming up. I hear Jordan Grace is coming up. Maybe Ethan is coming up. Maybe he'll defend the North American title on Raw or SmackDown. Who knows? He's an already developed star, ready to go. I wouldn't even have put him on in an NXT. He could have went to the main roster. The point is, there's a lot of outside factors, but this match is jobbery that nobody cares about. Ethan Page interferes constantly. Santo Escobar interferes constantly. Los Garza get the win after Santos Escobar is able to distract the referee. And again, Ethan Page interferes in this match. Then the next match on the show is Zelina Vega versus Alba Fire. So she's just taking out this Chelsea Green and her Secret Service. She's like a little 4'11" assassin. She's not having it. The match is a nothing match, a throwaway match. Chelsea Green is hilarious on her broken face gimmick. She's wearing a mask. At one point, she tries to hit Zelina. Zelina gets out of the way. She clocks Piper Niven with the mask. Of course, the mask must be made of metal, because Piper Niven was knocked the heck out after that. Zelina beats Alba Fire off of a Code Red. How many people does that move? Isn't the Code Red just Roxanne's Pop Rocks? Isn't that just, isn't it a Cold Blue, the same move that Sky Blue do? I don't know. Everybody, all the women are doing these moves now. Oh, my Lord. Damian Priest. Damian Priest comes out and he cuts a mid-promo about knowing exactly the kind of person that Jacob Fatu is, knowing exactly what it took for him to get to WWE, know exactly all the hurdles and everything he's been through. He doesn't like his crew, your little family. He doesn't like the people that Fatu hangs with. But when they get ready to do business in the ring, that's between them two. Lead the family out of this. That was it. That was all. I will say this, at least Damian Priest, El Campeon, as he likes to be said, because he don't want it to be a moniker. He wants championship gold. And yes, he is focusing on the United States title where he belongs. He is mid. He is not world title material. And right now, with Cena being the champion, Cody is obviously the #1 contender. Come on. Come on. Damian Priest does not fit in that mode at all. Damian Priest is right where he belongs. So I'm not going to totally dump on this segment because it's what I've been saying for months and months and months, that he is not main event, that he is only mid, and this is where he belongs. So I'm glad to see him challenging for the United States title because that's where Damian Priest belongs. Triple H, Lee Fittins, keep him here. There's a stare down between him and Fatu because right as Damian Priest was leaving, Fatu was coming out for his match, which is the next match. Triple threat match between Andrade, Jacob Fatu, and Carmelo Hayes. This is a match that even though Jacob Fatu put himself through the barricade at one point in this match, he easily dominated this match and should have been the clear victor. And actually, he was going to be the clear victor. And again, I don't know if this is supposed to be bumbling. I don't know if it's antics. Or I don't know if Solo is slowly, like, doing the Judgment Day thing, like, breaking up the group from the inside. But when Jacob Fatu clearly had the match won, Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo gonna hop on the ring apron and distract him. Also earlier, Jimmy comes out, interferes in this match as well. He came out earlier because after the R-Truth match, JC Mateo began to beat down on R-Truth that prompted Jimmy to come out and save him. And also, JC Mateo attacked Jimmy, and Solo Sikoa stopped him because Solo Sikoa wants Jimmy to come back into the fold. He wants Jimmy in his bloodline. But obviously tonight, that's clearly not going to happen because Jimmy comes out to interfere in this match as well. The distraction is enough to allow Andrade to hit his finisher on Carmelo Hayes and wins the match. And Carmelo Hayes does the job again. And it's funny, how is Carmelo Hayes, who got a good look, good on the mic, excellent in the ring, can get charisma, he could get over with the proper booking. That I'm him gimmick could work if you actually make him look like I'm him. Anyway, how is he jobbing to jobbers? Yes, Andrade has qualified for the Money in the Bank match. He ain't going to win it. Andrade ain't going nowhere near no world titles in WWE. He was a jobber previously. He went to AEW and jobbed there. Now he's back. He is here to job. That's it. But Carmelo Hayes can't even beat other curtain jerkers. He's losing to jobbers, not just superstars. That's crazy. That's crazy work, yo. But Triple H said he does not see color. It's weird. He has no problem booking black female wrestlers, but black male wrestlers, he seemed to have a problem with. I'm telling you, I'm fearful for Trick Williams and Obafemi when they one day come to the main roster. Because if you want to be honest, you people keep talking about how Braun Breaker is the future and all that. Trick Williams and Obafemi are both better than Braun Breaker. Obafemi, certainly, he got that black Brock Lesnar aura. Obafemi should be the guy when he comes to the main roster, but we'll see. Carmelo Hayes is a jobber now. He loses to everybody. It's quite unfortunate. And then we have the main event, because that was the main event match, but the actual main event, the show closer, is the return of Cody Rhodes. He comes out to the ring in typical Cody fashion, flies I don't know what, fresh suit, looking great, looking like a champion. He cuts his promo, and he just was like, he had a lot of things on his heart, a lot of things on his chest, a lot of things was going through his mind. He even asked one of his good friends, did he think that he was a good champion? Someone that from the outside looking in, almost like from a fan perspective, he asked his friend, was he a good champion? Friend said, yes. I would say you were a mid champion, Cody. Very mid. You had one of the longest, over a year long, from WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania B. You defended the title like 9 or 10 times. You barely wrestled on Smackdown. Most of the time, you just came out in a suit and cut promos. You had no meaningful feuds, no meaningful rivalries. I would say you did your best, but booking, because Cody is great, his booking was terrible. He had one of the most boring WWE title reigns of all time, and anybody that's been a fan of the industry and been watching it for over the course of the last several years, they will tell you that. But Cody still is the man. I do believe that he's going to, when John Cena's days are up, he's going to drop the belt to Cody, and we're going to see if maybe the second title run could be better than the first one. But then Jay comes out, and then so those two are in the ring. So then here come their backlash opponents. Logan Paul cuts the best promo he ever cut, and it was still mid. But I like the fact that he pointed out that Cody and Jay are Nepo babies. They're here because of their family. Called himself and John Cena self-made mans. Cena said Logan Paul is paying the bills around here. Logan Paul said he is the future of this industry, the future face of the company. I highly doubt that, but it is what it is. This promo was mid, yo. It was nothing special. I don't get it. After the talk, Cena, I thought he was going to run Cody and Jay down. I was here for it. He just called Cody desperate and Jay lazy. And you're lazy. You're being very lazy, Cena. You're being very lazy right now, yo. But after that, they look like Cena wants to leave, and it looks like Logan Paul wants to fight. So once Cena was like, nah, I'm leaving. But Cody was like, oh, what y'all going to do? Go in the back and polish your peacemaker? That pisses Cena off enough for him and Logan Paul to attack and get their ass kicked. Cena is rocked and knocked out of the ring. Then Logan Paul is get caught up. They calling it in the Cody, like the 1D or whatever. It's the Cody. He's caught with it. Logan Paul is laid out. That was it. That was all. Another mid episode of Smackdown. So Smackdown is actually the show that's becoming unwatchable. Raw was been terrible. They had a really good episode. Hopefully, this week's edition of Raw continues with that trend because it's the flagship show. SmackDown is horrible. SmackDown is horrid. SmackDown is abysmal. It's terrible. WWE, Triple H, Lee Finnans, TKO. They are ruining wrestling. You don't have to have John Cena threaten to take the belt home to ruin wrestling. You're doing it. You're doing it. Like, that show was boring. I was looking at it like, what is this? What is this? Do better, man. Please, do better. I want to be excited. If you would see, my Raw video was 40 minutes. I didn't even realize I was talking for 40 minutes because I had so much stuff to speak on. This video was barely 20 minutes and I am wrapping up. I'm coming to the end because it is what it is. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say about this show. It's just bad. Remember, guys, it's your boy, the Black Patriot. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me out. Take care, guys, and be safe.